Hi everyone. Welcome to another vocab builder video. Our first word for today is agitate. It means make someone troubled or nervous. Consider this example. The thought of questioning Toby agitated him extremely. Up next, allude. It's defined as suggest or call attention to indirectly, hint at. For example, she had a way of alluding to Jean, but never saying her name. Next up, collected. It means of a person, not perturbed or distracted. Consider this example. Outwardly they are cool, calm, and collected. In other places, it's defined as of individual works, brought together in one volume or edition. Consider this example. The collected works of Edgar Allan Poe. However, in a different situation. It means of a horse, moving with a shortened stride, and with its hind legs correctly placed to achieve balance and impulsion. Consider this example. Many top riders that instinctively ride a horse collected cannot explain the theory. Up next, amend. It means make minor changes in a text in order to make it fairer, more accurate, or more up-to-date. Consider this example. The rule was amended to apply only to non-members. The next word is brand. It means a type of product manufactured by a particular company under a particular name. Consider this example. A new brand of detergent. However, in a different situation. It's defined as an identifying mark burned on livestock or, formerly, criminals or slaves with a branding iron. For example, the brand on a sheep identifies it as mine. However, in a different situation, it means a piece of burning or smoldering wood. For example, he took 2 burning brands from the fire. However, in a different situation, it means a sword. It is similar to blade, steel. The next word is cardinal. It's defined as a leading dignitary of the Roman Catholic Church. Cardinals are nominated by the Pope, and form the Sacred College, which elects succeeding popes, now invariably from among their own number. Consider this example, his appointment as cardinal. However, in a different situation. It's defined as a New World songbird of the bunting family, with a stout bill and typically with a conspicuous crest. The male is partly or mostly red in color. Moving on. The next word is adapt. It's defined as make something suitable for a new use or purpose, modify. Consider this example. Hospitals have had to be adapted for modern medical practice. Next up, anchor. It's defined as a heavy object attached to a rope or chain, and used to moor a vessel to the sea bottom, typically one having a metal shank with a ring at one end for the rope and a pair of curved and/or barbed flukes at the other. Consider this example. The boat, no longer held fast by its anchor, swung wildly. However, in a different situation. It's defined as an anchorman or anchorwoman, especially in broadcasting or athletics. Consider this example. He signed off after 19 years as CBS News anchor. The next word is advocate. It means a person who publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy. For example, he was an untiring advocate of economic reform. Next up, bestow. It's defined as confer or present an honor, right, or gift. Consider this example. The office was bestowed on him by the chief of state. The next word is allege. It's defined as claim or assert that someone has done something illegal or wrong, typically without proof that this is the case. For example, he alleged that he had been assaulted. Up next, console. It's defined as comfort someone at a time of grief or disappointment. For example, she tried to console him, but he pushed her gently away. Up next, clasp. It means grasp something tightly with one's hand. For example, he clasped her arm. In other places, it's defined as fasten something with a small device, typically a metal one. Consider this example. One modest emerald clasped her robe. The next word is blush. It means show shyness, embarrassment, or shame by becoming red in the face. For example, she blushed at the unexpected compliment. However, in a different situation, it means be or become pink or pale red. Consider this example. The trees flower heavily in summer and blush brilliantly in fall. Up next, chapel. It's defined as a small building for Christian worship, typically one attached to an institution or private house. Consider this example, a service in the chapel. However, in a different situation, it's defined as the members or branch of a labor union at a particular place of work. Moving on. Up next, antique. It means a collectible object such as a piece of furniture or work of art that has a high value because of its considerable age. Consider this example. Pauline loves collecting antiques. Up next, concede. It means admit that something is true or valid after first denying or resisting it. For example, I had to concede that I'd overreacted. However, in a different situation, it means surrender or yield something that one possesses. For example, to concede all the territory he'd won. Next up, conspire. It's defined as make secret plans jointly to commit an unlawful or harmful act. Consider this example. They conspired against him. Next up, ascertain. It means find something out for certain, make sure of. Consider this example, an attempt to ascertain the cause of the accident. Next up, chase. It's defined as pursue in order to catch or catch up with. Consider this example. Police chased the stolen car through the city. In other places, it means drive or cause to go in a specified direction. Consider this example. She chased him out of the house. In other places, it's defined as try to make contact with someone in order to get something owed or required. Consider this example. Chasing customers who had not paid their bills. In other places, it means make further investigation of an unresolved matter. For example, investigators got a warrant, but they didn't have time to chase down the case. Next up, coin. It means a flat, typically round piece of metal with an official stamp, used as money. For example, she opened her purse and took out a coin. Up next, compromise. It's defined as an agreement or a settlement of a dispute that is reached by each side making concessions. Consider this example, an ability to listen to two sides in a dispute and devise a compromise acceptable to both. The next word is cede. It means give up power or territory. Consider this example. They have had to cede control of the schools to the government. Next up, contrive. It's defined as create or bring about an object or a situation by deliberate use of skill and artifice. Consider this example. His opponents contrived a crisis. Up next, abolish. It means formally put an end to a system, practice, or institution. Consider this example. The tax was abolished in 1977. Up next, assurance. It's defined as a positive declaration intended to give confidence, a promise. Consider this example. He gave an assurance that work would not recommence until Wednesday. In other places, it means confidence or certainty in one's own abilities. For example, she drove with assurance. However, in a different situation, it's defined as insurance, specifically life insurance. Other words that mean the same are insurance, indemnity, indemnification. If this video helped you, there are many more like it. Feel free to leave any questions or suggestions that you have in the comments section below.